There's a hardline foreign policy holding up international talks with Iran, but it's not coming from the U.S. or from Israel.
Hopes were high for a deal until concerns were raised by France about whether they could trust Iran.
It looked like there might be a breakthrough, but France said it's not going to play a fool's game.
France's hardline position actually allowed Washington to look reasonable.
Yes, France has been the nation blocking a temporary suspension of Iran's nuclear program in exchange for lowered economic sanctions on the country. Its concern is that the deal lets Iran off too easy. France is one of 6 nations, including the U.S., the U.K., and Russia, meeting in Geneva with Iran about its nuclear capability. And while the U.S. delegation, led by Secretary of State John Kerry, has been unusually open to deal-making with Iran, France has pushed on the brakes, insisting the nation fully abandon its nuclear program. The frustration from Iran has been clear. A group of Iranian businessmen met in Tehran Sunday to discuss reducing trade with France over its actions at Geneva. Iran's citizens have floundered under economic sanctions for about a decade now, with inflation through the roof. These negotiations are Iran's best chance yet to lift those sanctions. Iran's relatively moderate new president, Hassan Rouhani, was even elected on a platform of improving relations with the West and reviving international trade. But Israel and some of its more hawkish allies in the U.S. are pretty happy with France. They don't want the deal that's been talked about in Geneva.
Iran gives practically nothing, and it gets a hell of a lot. That's not a good deal.
Thank God for France, and thank God for pushback.
There's words you haven't heard recently. Thank God for France.
Although no deal was reached over the past few days, another round of talks will begin November 20th. For Newsy, I'm Zach Toombs.